Hello everyone, I'm here to show you GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo Wii. What I'm going to show you is the online multiplayer, and the mode I'm playing is Conflict. Now Conflict is just basic deathmatch, no frills, no nothing. This is just a good way to get the feel of the controls, learn the maps, and understand how the game plays. Now there are several different control methods you can do. You got the Wii Remote Nunchuck, you got the Wii Zapper, you got the GameCube controller, and you have the Classic Controller Pro. Now of course you can use the regular Classic controller, but honestly if you're trying to use that, just get yourself a Classic Controller Pro. Or if you're going to get this game, just get the limited edition version that comes with a gold Classic Controller Pro. I just got the standard version. I already have a Classic Controller Pro. I have a black one. So, and I don't know. I just didn't need the limited edition version. All it is just the same game, same packaging, just with the controller bundled with it. So it's not too exciting, but it is telling that Activision's just telling people this is meant to play like on the PS3 or 360. So, speaking of those systems, I'm playing this online on the Wii, and historically, the Wii hasn't really been a great online system. But for what they do on here is actually really decent. You get most things like you do on other games for other systems. You get the matchmaking, you get the different modes. You get perks, things like that. Just like any other game. The only thing you really don't get is voice chat. This is not really the developer's fault or Activision's fault. This is more of a blame towards Nintendo. Nintendo has this thing for the Wii called the Wii Speak, which is a microphone for the system that you can do online voice chat. It's not that the Wii is not able to do it. There are games that supports it. Not very many, but there are games on the Wii that does support it. Why is this something that is not implemented? I don't know, but it is pretty asinine how the only way you can really use the Wii Speak is if you have people on your friends list, and other than that you can't talk to anyone, which is pretty ridiculous. But I guess the good thing about it is you don't get stupid little 12-year-olds, talking crap all the time. So, or, some people will play music in the background, which, by the way, if you're one of those people that does that, please stop. People don't want to hear that. What I usually do is just mute them. So, that's how I solve it. And it's just annoying. But anyway, let me get back to the game here, because that's why you're watching this. So, initial impressions, the game looks pretty good. It doesn't look great, I would say, but it does look above average compared to other games for the system. I kind of wish the game ran a little smoother, I'll be honest. That's probably the biggest complaint I'm going to have for this game, is that I kind of wish the game ran smoother. And I didn't play too much of the single player. I only played the first mission just to get used to with the controls, and I pretty much just jumped in the multiplayer. And the single player pretty much runs the same frame rate as the online, from what I can tell. But it's not too bad. So, if you play a lot of Wii games, the frame rate might not bother you so much, but if you're someone that plays Modern Warfare 2 a lot on the other systems and you come to here, it's going to be very noticeable to you. So initially, I'm really enjoying this, and it's kind of hard to explain more because I'll be honest, I only have like 1 mission worth of the single player and probably 3 hours worth of the online. But there are some things to point out. Is that some of the matches I played had connections issues. You know, it's nothing too major. You know, I've experienced those things on the PS3 a lot, especially on Modern Warfare 2. It just seems like every other match I play, there's some weird connection issue. So hopefully this game doesn't turn out to be that way too much. But that only happened to me once. And, you know, obviously, from what I can tell, the people playing this online are probably not Call of Duty players. They're probably a lot more casual people. But if you're someone that plays a crapload of Call of Duty online, you're probably going to be one of the best ones on here, or at least initially. You know, who knows what's going to happen several weeks from now or several months from now. You're probably going to have some awesome players that they just play this day in and day out. But probably the biggest surprise is not really with the gameplay itself, it's more when I actually got the game. And I picked this up at Best Buy. And what's funny is, the Best Buy I went to, it was the absolute last copy they had in the store. They didn't have any limited editions. They only had the standard edition, but they only had 1 copy left. And I picked up the last one. And the reason why that's strange is because this is the first Wii game in years that I go to the store and picking up a game that was the absolute last copy. So you know, of course, I didn't really ask, you know, how many copies they brought, but you know, Best Buy usually brings in a good amount of copies per store. So if they brought in, you know, like 30, 40, or even 50 copies, well, they, you know, maybe they only brought in maybe like 20 copies. But you know, picking up the absolute last copy seems like this game is going to be selling really well. And you know, if you compare the sales to maybe Modern Warfare on the Wii, you know, that game actually sold really well. It sold over 1 million copies on the Wii, and there's still a lot of people playing that for the Wii. So, you know, I think GoldenEye is going to be the halo for the Wii. So I'm pretty much going to end it here. Later on, I'll do a more formal review of this game. You know, when I play more of the single player and play more of the different modes for online. You know, this is just a first impression. You know, in layman's terms, so far, I've been really enjoying this, and I wouldn't be embarrassed to recommend this to any other gamers that has a Wii. You know, if you have a Wii and you like first-person shooters, just pick this up. It's actually really good. And I was afraid that Activision was just going to use GoldenEye as a cash-in, but it's pretty evident that yes, they actually cared about this, and they actually put a lot of care into the development of this game. So that's it. Like always, have a good one.